I had a really weird dream last night, and it's not an Atlantis dream, although I suspect it's sort of related to it, but I don't even know if it was a dream or if it was some kind of vision. But anyway, the dream, the bit that I remember is this need to find a way to go out into the public. I mean, this is going to sound weird, naked without anybody seeing, so I could then hug a giant stone, a megalith. So I had it in my mind that I had to work out how to do it. So I did some sewing and I made this cape, and it looked like an Atlantean cape. And I could pull it round the front, and people would just see me wearing a cape. And so I was then sneaking around in this full-length cape without any clothes on under it. And it was attached at my neck and my wrists, and it was perfectly decent while I was walking around. But as soon as I got to this megalith, I don't recognize the megalith. It was a very large stone, the sort of stone that you'd see at Avebury. Anyway, when people weren't looking, I opened up my arms, and of course the cape was attached at the wrists and the neck, and so I could retain my dignity, and I was able to press my whole body against this stone. So it was my flesh against this hard stone. And I remember thinking, this is really cold. And thinking, what am I doing this? But then, suddenly the whole world around me started to change. And one color kind of floated over me, a bit like a lava lamp, and then another color. And then I had all these colors getting stronger and stronger, floating around me. And the colors kind of distorted and moved around as if they were sort of cleaning some kind of filter away. I know this sounds really strange. And as it was cleaning, I started to be able to see some people in the area who weren't there before. And they weren't weird or scary or even unfriendly. No, quite the opposite. They seemed to exude love, and they were smiling, and one approached me and said something along the lines of, "You made it, well done. We weren't sure what method you might use, but we felt you were close. The dreams take you to a past life. We can't show you what is actually here now in this world, but you did get close so many times. We thought you might have tried ayahuasca or something like that, but this is good too. In fact, this is better. We are your guardians." And at that point, in the distance, well, not too far in the distance, but there was a small group of people. There was this small, cute, chubby woman who started waving furiously at me, and everybody started laughing. And it was a joy that flooded my whole body in waves. And the person talking to me continued to speak and said, "You know us though, don't you?" And I felt as if I did, so I nodded. I don't know how I knew them, but each one of them was familiar to me in a way I couldn't describe. "Do you trust us?" Once again, I nodded. Then they joined hands and they formed a circle around me and the stone, and they slowly moved closer and closer to me until it was the whole group hugging me the way I was hugging the stone. The feeling I had was so intense, I can't even begin to describe it. But as they came close enough to touch me, I lost consciousness, like I fainted completely. And that was when I woke up. It was a very weird feeling when I woke up. Still the intense feeling going through me. And, I guess it made me feel a pretty strong desire to go out and hug a rock.